Down like an avalanche, then we go dance in the rain. Nasty, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone forever. Don't tease me, my heart is freezing, cause you whipped up.
Yo, champs in the making.
Welcome back to episode 11 of The Supporters. I'm here with Aaron,
Yo.
Chris.
Hello.
And we have a special guest this week.
Oh, yeah.
You've heard us talk about him before, but a Drizzy's here in the
Hey,
house.
what's up, guys?
In the flesh.
Here in the flesh.
This
in
is also
person.
the first guest we've had on the show.
Yes.
Super excited, you guys.
Such an
Thanks for
honor.
having me. Yep.
Thank you for having me.
It's awesome. I'm just so excited because, I think we've referenced you in just about every podcast.
And it's much appreciated.
since you
I'm always
wrote in.
waiting for the reference.
Basically, he's
Will they shout
been
me
a
out?
member of the podcast before.
Usually it's just Aaron taking a jab
Yeah,
at you.
usually, but I'm here to
Speaking-
defend myself.
Speaking of which, if you've ever heard me diss Dragonite, it's always been directed at a Drizzy. But now he's in the room with me. Things might get real. I don't know.
We
We'll
need like
see.
the boxing match noise. Ding,
Ding,
ding.
ding, ding.
Yeah.
Round one, fight.
Yeah.
Fight. Fight.
Finish him.
So tell us how you got into Pokemon and what your favorite game is and your favorite Pokemon.
Okay,
Ooh,
yeah.
whoa.
Let's see.
Hey,
I must
they
have
gotta
been. Probably must have been either 9 or 10. Can't quite remember. I was at the flea market, and I came across this little game store, and Pokemon Yellow with Pikachu was in the display case. And so I saw it. It was a little pricey at the time, I believe, but I, like every kid, begged and begged and begged. The whole time my mom was walking around the flea market, I just kept asking, "Can we go back and get it? Can we go back?" Yeah. She finally gave in, and bought it, and I just put so many hours on that thing. I loved it. Always watched. I grew up watching the show.
Mm-hmm.
The game was great. I fell in love with it. It might be my favorite Pokemon game.
Ooh.
It might be,
cool.
just because it's probably the Pokemon game I put most hours into. Replayed it over and over again. Some save files got deleted. I don't want to go into that, but started over, and actually, funny story. That's where Dragonite became my favorite Pokemon, was because Lance, had the Dragonite that you fought, and
well,
always.
Lance has a cape, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, didn't he have 3 Dragonites, if I'm remembering
Yeah, like
correctly?
two or
Basically,
three.
he just has an army of dragons.
Yeah, exactly. And so, there's no way you can get a Dragonite in the game. Basically, like me as a kid, I didn't even know how to remotely get a Dragonite. None of my friends had Pokemon Yellow for me to trade, so I just always, it was like the Pokemon I needed to have. Like, forget the legendaries, I wanted Dragonite.
And fun fact, that's why Lance didn't continue to be the champion in every single game.
Oh, man.
because
Right out of the
he had
gate.
a
Actually,
Dragonite.
I read up on it from a very reliable source. Lance's Pokemon team got retired because he was so good and nobody could beat him. So
was
he
old.
retired in the Hall of Fame.
The source is Schmudrizzy.
Yeah, exactly.
Schmudrizzy.
Trust me, very reliable sources.
Yeah.
Very, very reliable.
That's awesome. I started with yellow, too.
Really?
Normally you hear red and blue, like you
Right,
said.
no,
with
yeah, for sure.
blue, I
Red
think.
and blue.
Yeah, blue.
And I think yellow, what was so good about it was the color scheme.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah.
actually kind of had colors on the Game Boy Color because that's what I played it on. And the colors were pretty cool because I had a couple friends that had the red or blue.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like, the dark grays and the blacks and
Yeah.
but
For me, I was like, Pikachu follows you around. Why would you want any other game? He just is your little buddy.
Because you can't get a Raichu. That's why.
that is true.
That's basically the reason.
That's basically the only reason.
And that's when Pikachu was, chunky before his diet.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Which, speaking of that, did you guys see that they're releasing a plush based off of the old version of Pikachu?
Mm-hmm.
Super fat.
I did not see
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
It's part of the hashtag no body shaming campaign.
Yeah,
Anyways, sorry,
no body
that's
shaming Dragonite either.
Yeah.
All right, I'll have to steer clear of the body shots. But, I still
Everything
have a
else is
few in
fair
my
game.
arsenal.
So yeah, thank you so much for joining us. We're really excited. I
Mhm.
guess we can move on to the news.
Yeah. You looked at me when you said that, so I guess I'll be taking over the news today.
No, I don't care. I'm
just
just. I will not look at you the rest of the time.
I'm just joking. Oh, no, I want you to look at me. Um,
A lot of fun news.
there is a lot of
Yeah.
fun news, and most of it comes from today, the day of recording.
Mm-hmm.
And those of you that
On the
watched
12th.
that watched the Nintendo Direct today, there's some pretty cool news announced. Well, first, so the news that came out was Pokemon Picross was announced first.
Yep.
So Picross is kind of like a puzzle game. Came out as early as the Super Nintendo, and
I didn't know that.
yeah, it's
Okay.
it's just had different versions throughout the years, and I think it really hit its prime on the original DS with Picross DS, and then now it's kind of just exciting to see Pokemon Picross. Just
I'm
like
excited. I didn't even know that game ever existed, and I
Yeah,
still
neither
was
did I.
excited.
Same
they're
here.
following their format, like they have a la Pokemon Rumble Blast and Pokemon Shuffle, free to start, but to continue to play more, you have to pay that
I
kind of thing.
see. Okay.
So it's going to be free to download and then pay to play after that, essentially. But the really important news is that
Wow.
what?
I'm bracing myself.
You better brace yourself.
Yeah, the Gen 1er over here.
Drum roll, please.
My
Yeah,
first
well,
man.
2 Gen 1ers in the room now.
Yeah.
The news is that Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow are going to be released on the 3DS Virtual Console.
What?
Yeah.
Super exciting.
I
No more trying to catch the light from street lights in your car while you're playing your
Exactly.
Game
Yeah.
Boy Color.
man. So as far as I'm aware, these are just going to be faithful ports of the games, but instead of a link cable, they're not doing Wi-Fi trading. They're going back to the old times where it's just only local trading, and they just replaced the link cable with the
NFC or whatever.
yeah NFC wireless.
With the where you have to be close to each other, right?
Right.
Okay.
So they're bringing back that sense of meeting people in person to trade. I'm personally really hoping that the Pokemon you catch in here you'll be able to put in Pokemon Bank and bring them up to the
interesting.
new games.
That is a very cool idea.
As
I hope,
well.
actually, I hope they do that as well.
That would be really cool. I would like that.
I just wish they would have done this before we started Trainer Plays. I mean, it's still fine the way we're doing it, but we could have just gotten the 3DS with the
Right.
capture card and
I know.
done all of
Yeah,
it
it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
consolidated.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Oh well, I'll play through it again with all of you guys.
Do you think there'll be anything with this or in the future that links or is associated with Pokemon Go?
That's interesting.
It's a good question.
I don't know because I'm just going off the 151 that were in the
The Pokemon Go trailer.
yeah exactly,
Right.
and now they're releasing this on the virtual.
Well, and what Chris was saying, how it's kind of encouraging you to have to talk and meet with people. It's the same as Pokemon Go. In the trailer, it was like trying to foster a sense of community. Like, look, everybody's getting together to
Right.
capture this Pokemon.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
could see where you would draw that correlation.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to get you less. Because the 3DS is such, like, it's made for an individual. It's not made for a lot of
basically
people.
is.
Yeah.
So I think they're trying to change that a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Definitely.
Yeah, if anything,
No.
it's it's a good step in the right direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Because I mean, right now, like Courtney said, you can do anything you want from your bedroom. Trade, battle. And if with the new remakes, you have to go see someone.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
at League, whatever.
I
what
think
have
that's
you.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Start trading away.
That's so cool now that you mentioned that at League.
Mm-hmm.
That is so cool. Because right now, at our league specifically, it's pretty much TCG. I mean,
Yeah.
there's very
Yeah.
little BGC. There's like 2 or 3 kids, I think, that consistently play
Mm-hmm.
BGC. But with this, that'll be really cool. I'm excited.
Yeah, it will be. I'm excited because because we all know and love these 3 games from our childhood. But the kids today, at the very earliest, they started with Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah, if that. Yeah,
If
for
that,
sure.
or a lot of people like
Newer.
that watch the stream. I've asked the question, where'd you guys start? And a lot of them, Diamond and Pearl.
Yep.
Like, so we're talking all of these Pokemon and these games, kids that have never explored the Kanto region,
Right.
will get a chance to.
Something that I've been I don't know what the word is for it, but in doing trainer plays with you, the sprites are like terrifying. A lot of them are so off-putting.
Yeah.
I think
I
that's
can
going to
see
be
that.
like a weirdly intriguing part of it, because as you're going through, I'm like, is that really what they looked like? I remember them so much
Back in
cooler,
the- yeah.
and not like whatever that is.
It'd be interesting if they did a sprite update.
That would be
That would
awesome.
I mean,
be
like
cool.
Seriously.
like new, like revamped.
Yeah.
Sprites, I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
not better graphics, just you know,
Yeah.
to more what they look like today.
Right.
That'd be
Yeah.
cool. And this is aside from the sprites, but so it looks like these are actually going to be really cheap. So only
wow.
only the Japan price has been announced, but they're going to sell a bundle with all 4 of their games because they got red, green, blue, and yellow, and
Oh,
it's
wow.
it's going to be a bundle for around 1,300 yen, which is $11
What?
for all 4 games.
Wow,
And
that's crazy.
it comes with a download code card, a game cartridge magnet, a map of Kanto, and a player's guide
That's crazy.
for $11.
It's crazy. I was gonna be like
Pretty good.
25.
Yeah,
Yeah,
seriously.
or even the 30 range for
Yeah.
all 3 or something.
Oh wait, this says it has a download card for 1 game.
Okay.
Still though, $11 for a game, the magnet, the map, and the player's guide.
And, yeah, and you're only paying.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, I hope it's only a one price thing. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, hopefully it's not one of those like free to start to where you want to advance to the next. You know. City.
Would you like to challenge Misty? $2.99.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Microtransactions.
That would be
Horrible.
terrible.
But and this is good news because so this is to celebrate Pokemon's 20th anniversary. Who knows what else they're gonna have? I'm excited. Like this is just the beginning of the 20th
Right.
anniversary here.
Tip of the iceberg.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be anything like Disney, but it's going to be up there, I think. Because this
yeah,
year is Disney's 60th, and they're doing like a butt ton of
Yeah.
stuff.
definitely. So I'm excited. So that's very exciting
Yeah,
news.
definitely.
So those 2 games are coming out.
Yeah, Twitter was blowing up.
Twitter
When
was
I
blowing
checked
up. Pokken Tournament
Mm-hmm.
has a potential new Mewtwo form.
Yes, I saw that. The Dark Mewtwo.
And
Mewtwo.
it's either just a different way of portraying Mega Mewtwo X, like, saying, oh, well, this is an evil Mega Mewtwo X, or I think it's going to be a dark type Mewtwo Mega Evolution
I see.
to
Interesting.
coincide with Pokemon Z.
Oh. I didn't even
Huh.
think
Because they have
about
Mega
the Z
Mewtwo
side.
X, which is fighting and psychic, Mega Mewtwo Y, which is just psychic, and
Which
what
is psychic,
and
psychic.
what completes that rock paper scissors trail? Because you have dark that beats, you have psychic that beats fighting,
Fighting.
and then fighting beats dark, and
Dark.
dark beats psychic.
Oh, that's genius.
So that's kind of my theory here, because this Mewtwo has like
You
these,
should work on the games.
like orange like orange spikes coming out of its back, and it's like in the shadow aura
sure,
and
for
stuff.
sure.
And I don't know. It's either that or it's just a very stylized way of saying, "Oh, this is a big bad boss guy."
I think you're right though.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too clever.
I mean, I was talking to Aaron earlier, but would you say sounds a lot better? Just because I thought they were going to bring it back to like, remember Gale of Darkness? Is that what it was called?
Yeah, Gale of Darkness.
Oh yeah.
Where Dark Lugia and other Pokemon were kind of
Oh, yeah.
infected with it or something like
Mhm.
that. You know,
That's
but who
right.
knows?
The shadow Pokemon.
The Shadow. Yeah, I've never played the game, but
Yeah.
It's fun.
I remember it being something like that.
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But is he gonna be like this? I don't know how to phrase it. Is he gonna come with every game? Because I saw something where like the first 100 will get a downloadable card.
It's the first print of the game, because like a lot of games now have what they call a day 1 edition.
Yep.
Where it comes with like an extra map or an extra costume or something. It comes with the Mega Mewtwo amiibo card
Okay.
that's compatible with the game, and it unlocks it
Gotcha.
from the start.
Oh, interesting.
So, yeah. Ooh, and also, just so you guys know in here right now, for all of our listeners out there that play TCG, Target on Black Friday, $9.99 Pokemon tins.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I heard it's considered a board game or whatever, right? Well, that's what I heard. Is
Well, there was a
The
buy
board
two get one
games
free
or something like that.
on
Okay,
board
then it must have been
games.
different
It
than I
actually
heard.
turns out it doesn't work on the cards.
Oh, okay, I did not know that.
Unfortunately, yeah.
That's misleading because on the receipts it shows up.
It
It's
says
board
board,
games,
games.
it does.
Yeah, they won't honor it if you go in though.
If you go to the right Target, they will.
If you complain enough.
Yeah.
You make a
That's true.
scene.
Should we complain enough?
Let's go make a scene. And then
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they'll honor
You know
We'll
it.
what?
vlog
Forget
it.
the podcast.
Right now, we're demanding to see the manager.
Yeah. But no, in their ad they advertise so $9.99 tins. So make sure you guys pick those up if you go
Nice.
anywhere on Black Friday.
That's
just go get
seriously
tons.
cool.
Just a cool little PSA. Well, okay, so think about this, right? So you pay $50.
Yeah.
You're getting 20 packs,
Yeah.
It's 4 per, or is it 3
right?
per?
Wait, did I do
It's 4.
It's 4,
4
yeah.
per?
4 per. That's 5 tins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, $20 or 20 packs for $50, which is really good because that comes out to about $2.50 a pack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's almost booster box pricing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
oh, it is pretty
And
good.
you get a cool tin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Well, actually, yeah, that is booster box pricing
Mm-hmm.
because that'd be $90 for 36.
Mhm.
Man,
Math.
so go get your booster boxes, people.
That's mad.
That's mad. But yeah, so exciting stuff. That's pretty much the main happenings, I think, as far as the news goes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I don't think we've heard anything else on the Pikachu Build-A-Bear. I'm waiting for it, though.
Yeah. I was also waiting. I was actually watching the Nintendo Direct, just waiting for anything or any little
Yeah.
glimpse or something with the next Pokemon game. But
Yeah,
I just want Pokemon Z.
yeah, they're making us wait.
Yep.
I know. They're
See-
trying to just fend us off for
Yeah.
now.
Like, we all know it's Z by this point. They've shown
Right.
us the different Zygarde forms. We know what it's going to
Yeah.
be.
Mm-hmm.
But now they're just, like, dangling the carrot in front
Yeah,
of our
exactly.
face. Like,
They had me. They
big
were like,
Pokemon announcement.
Yeah, they're,
Red, blue, and yellow ports. What?
they're
Like,
just baiting the water
Oh,
now.
okay.
yeah,
But still, we'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
I'll take it. All day.
All day, every
any new
day.
Pokemon is good Pokemon.
Yeah.
And I've
I
actually
like
never
it.
played red or blue, so maybe I'll do one of those.
Oh,
Because I only did yellow.
That'd be cool.
My cousins did red and blue, and I didn't want to be like them, so
So
I
you
was a
got yellow.
hipster.
for sure.
Okay, so then what version are we all gonna get?
Yeah, because you said only in Japan they're doing 4.
Right, yeah, we won't get green version.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Japan.
Japan.
Japan!
Yeah.
I'm torn because I've always played blue, and everything like that. I want to get yellow, but I can't get a Raichu.
Live.
So
Unless no.
Life is hard.
Yeah, we were actually talking before, and we were talking about doing like a Soul Link
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
to where we all get a different game.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
We should do that.
I'll
See,
tra-
then
I'll
we
trade you
need
a
green
Raichu that
because
I,
there's 4 of us.
potentially
Okay.
catching red or blue.
that'd be awesome.
I might just do yellow again.
Yeah,
I
that'd be
don't
fun.
know.
I'd get blue.
Did you get blue again?
Yeah, I'd have to. That's the one I started with.
Nostalgia factor.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm torn. I'll have to flip a coin, red or
Yeah,
blue.
I think I'll
or
do
maybe
red.
yellow.
Red.
Yeah.
A red just because Charizard, honestly, he's a close favorite of mine. But I think Dragonite just is a little better for me. But gotta go Charmander all the way. I'm gonna do like
That's so
Courtney, and just
fun.
have a level 100 Charmander instead of Torchic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every time I think about... Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, sorry. Keep going.
Every time I think about Charmander, I think about that episode of the anime where they have to get
Oh.
him out of the rain because his tail's going out.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
then
I
I
do
get
remember that.
really sad.
Yeah. But then I don't know if you guys remember the movie. It was the second movie, Pokemon 2000, where Ash takes his Charizard into the water.
Yeah.
You remember that?
like,
I was
what's
like,
that
wait,
about?
how does that even happen? Because Charizard's tail would,
Yeah.
go
Technically,
out.
He just die instantly.
Yeah.
That's so
I think they
sad.
ignore that stuff.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do.
Well, I did at the time, and then
Yeah.
growing up, I was like, wait,
Yeah.
That's like that. I saw a picture of a cake that a mom made for her son, and it was a Charmander, but she made the tail the candle, and somebody wrote like, when he blows that out, it's gonna get real sad. Oh, poor
Yeah.
mom.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
I was going to say we should all play through together, but we'll each have to have a different starter.
that would be really cool.
So one can get yellow, and then
Yeah.
the rest of us can get any other version that we want.
That's true.
And then
I call Bulbasaur.
I say we flip for it.
No, just kidding. Squirtle.
I was like, please don't take Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is my
well,
babe.
if you were gonna do yellow anyway,
You have to get Pikachu, right?
Yeah, well, I've played through with both Squirtle and Charmander, but not Bulbasaur.
I'll do Squirtle, you do Charmander, you do Bulbasaur,
I'll do
you
Bulbasaur,
do
and you
Pikachu.
do
That's
Pikachu.
fine.
Okay,
Boom, decided.
done.
You know, no, they won't do that. Actually, I was saying, if they would add like, how you can battle, but you have to be
Mhm.
together near someone. If they brought back just for the sake of it, like doubles battles,
That would be
old
cool.
school doubles battles.
School
That'd be
double
so
battles.
cool.
That
would
would
be
be cool.
fun.
To have like a revamped
Right,
remake like
right,
that. That'd be awesome.
That way it'll be like
That'd
you
be
two or
sick.
you two and us two, or just mix it
That'd be
around.
so
Our
cool.
starters duking it out.
Yeah.
That'd be
That would
amazing.
be awesome.
Yeah. Awesome.
I think we can move on to the main discussion
Yep.
for this
I
week.
think so.
Do you want to do the game now or later?
I don't know. Game seems like a good. What?
You tell me.
Do.
Transition or outro? That's what it is.
We usually do it as outro.
I think it's better at the end.
That's
Okay.
all my answers gonna be Dragonite.
Oh man, I'll have to start talking smack here soon.
So before a fight breaks out,
Okay, then we will do the main discussion. So this week we wanted to focus a little bit more on the mechanics of the Pokemon world, like the episode where we talked about gyms. That was really fun because it's just something you don't think about a lot. So this week we're going to talk about parts of the game that they have either included before and taken out now, or things that we want them to, just original ideas that we have that we think they should put into the games, like Pokemon casinos, all that good stuff. Different aspects of the game that have been, added and subtracted as they've come out, I guess.
but yeah, there's been a lot of things that have come and gone over
Yeah.
the years, and some explained, some not.
Right,
Yeah.
right, for sure.
So we're going to focus on three things. The first one, we're going to ask which aspect of the games that has been taken out would you like to see returned to the next game?
If you're listening, tweet out
Mm-hmm.
at the. What is our handle on Twitter?
Supporters Cast.
Supporters Cast.
Supporters Cast,
Mhm.
and let us know what you guys think as well as we go through these.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So who
Okay.
starts?
You do.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're starting
You
with
look
what
so
we
scared.
would take out.
No.
No.
What
Something
have they
old.
taken out that you want
bring
them to
back.
add back in?
You mentioned it, casinos. I mean,
Fair enough.
I know there's the whole gambling aspect, like Adrizzi and I were talking about earlier, but I think there's enough mature themes anyways in Pokemon, like Pokemon stealing little
Yeah,
kids,
for sure.
that you can have, a few little games in
Yeah.
there. And I guess that would be mine.
Yeah, I agree.
I wonder if their concern wasn't gambling per se, but because it's a 10-year-old boy entering
Right.
a casino gambling.
I can understand.
Probably.
I think
yeah.
that's probably it. And I mean, I was a big fan of the game corner. Like, don't
Me
get me
too.
wrong.
Yeah.
I loved winning me some Porygon at the prize counter.
I think Dratini was a
Yeah,
prize, wasn't
Dratini
it? That
was
was
a
the only
prize as
way,
well.
and I can never get it. I was so terrible at
yeah.
gambling, which is why Dragonite.
Now,
was
does that
fun.
reflect in real life too?
Hold up.
Yes, that's why I do not go.
What?
Are they canceling the game corner in the re-release?
Oh,
Blue, red, and yellow?
Oh.
that's a good question.
I'm gonna say no,
Okay.
and I think it's because this isn't aimed at little kids.
Okay.
This is aimed
to
at
bring back Gen
This
1ers.
is to bring back Gen 1.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's
I don't
true.
think they're gonna touch it.
That would be
I
crazy.
think they're just gonna leave it.
I was scared.
There'd
Yeah.
be an
Yeah, because
uproar.
Team Rocket's hideout. I mean, how else are you gonna add that
That's
into
true,
the
it's
store?
right,
You
the
have to go into the
casino.
game corner.
It'll now be a bakery.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they won't be eating slowpoke tails. They'll be eating hot dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk about morbid themes. And,
Yeah.
Anyways.
yeah. But Game Corner is a good one. Bring it back.
I like
Hashtag reopen Mauville Game Corner.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't care much for the gambling, so
No.
I don't care one way or another.
I think, let's see, if we're just going to go
Yeah,
in a
that's
line
fine.
here.
Yes, there is a rigid order that I expect everyone to obey.
The one that I'm not most excited for them to bring back, but I want them to bring back is Pokemon following you.
That one was mine.
Yep. I think that Heart Gold Soul Silver is the only one that's done it, other than Yellow, of course. And Heart Gold Soul Silver was so cool because for most of them it represented the actual size of the Pokemon following you, and especially as the 3D games have gone on,
Right.
I think that would be so cool. Now,
Yeah.
I would understand if they wouldn't allow you to have legendaries just following you around,
sure.
or something like that, and like that could be reflected and explained away in the sense of like, well, yeah, you can't just open up a Wailord's
I
Pokeball
was gonna
inside
say
of a
I'd have
coffee
Warlord
shop.
follow me everywhere.
Yeah. Like
People following Fry.
it could even be something like Oak and the bike. Like you try and make it follow you, and it's like
sure.
it's like you shouldn't have this big of a Pokemon out.
Following you.
Or like
around.
you couldn't surf with Charizard.
Yeah.
Following you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, he could fly.
He could fly, but you couldn't dive into the ocean with him.
Right. No. So yeah, I think that is definitely one that I would like to see back. That I miss. It just makes me feel more connected to the Pokemon.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, that was actually my exact one. Believe
Yeah?
it or not, just
Do
because.
you have more reasoning though? Like,
Well, what I really liked, I guess it goes back onto, and I can remember they did it with the newer one, but with Pokemon Yellow, you could talk to your Pikachu and it let you know how it was feeling.
yeah.
That I really liked. It'll let you know if it loved you, if it hated you, felt nothing for you. Just
It reminded me of Tamagotchis.
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Yes, that's exactly what it. And I do like. Just
Yeah.
communicating with your Pokemon, kind of like Pokemon Amy, but you just talk
Yeah.
to it and then.
Well, and even in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, they would like find stuff and give it to you,
Mm-hmm.
and like it just creates like fun little interactions with your Pokemon.
I think you mentioned also the ball capsules.
Yes, I did. I didn't want to be a
Oh,
hog and take
no
two.
worries.
Yeah, that's another one that I want to see come back is the ball capsules. For those of you that remember in Diamond and Pearl, you could put like stickers on these little Pokeball shells essentially, and you can do like music notes or smoke or fire or whatever, lightning bolts. And that was really cool too, because you could kind of like semi-animate your own Pokemon. Like I had a camera up that I would put a bunch of smoke to appear above his two pillars, so when I threw him out, it looked like he was blowing smoke out of him and stuff. So yeah, that would be a really cool one to see come back. A little more customization, I would like.
Actually, one thing I'd like for them to bring back, Lance. Just kidding.
Hey, you're in luck.
Hey,
Just
he
kidding.
retired according to you.
He can come out of retirement. Michael Jordan did it.
Lance and Michael Jordan together forever.
Yeah.
They're basically the same person.
Right,
if we're being
exactly.
honest.
Greatest of all time.
They should add Pokemon shoes called Lances.
Air Lances.
Air
They can have little
Lances.
capes on the back. Little tiny
Little
capes.
cake.
Caves on the back of his shoes. Hilarious.
You know how they're coming out with like Ash's Greninja,
Yeah.
Oh,
Lance's
no.
Dragonite.
No.
That's a
Actually-
cool idea.
Actually, I would laugh at that.
Shut up. That's cool.
And
I
I'll be
would
stepping
like
away
that.
from this podcast now.
And I'm never listening again. Thanks a lot, Aaron.
But, okay, would you really want, like... What if he had a cape? He would have these little tiny wings poking out of a cape.
That'd be adorable.
Yeah.
I'll give you adorable. Adorable and derpy, but not powerful.
Okay.
I'll take adorable.
Oh gosh.
Well, the listeners are gonna laugh because I've talked about this probably every episode, I'm pretty sure. And it's not something like it's not a collective thing like the ball capsules or anything. But I want them to bring back in Pokemon Pearl, you could paint trees with honey to get Combi. And like if you waited at a certain spot on Thursdays, you could catch a Drifloon. I want them to do fun stuff like that because I don't know. I like how where the games are going and like how you can customize your trainer now and stuff like that. But it's like the silliest thing. I just loved it. You can do other things, get Pokemon instead of just like walk around in grass for 5 hours.
Kind of
know?
like Umbreon and Espeon to where you,
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
level
we have
them
to
up
make
at
'em
night,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So like almost more stuff that corresponds with the real
Real
world.
life,
I was
right?
gonna say it expands the world for me, so it's
Yeah.
not like walk back and forth
For
forever.
sure.
Right.
You know.
Well, it's like I feel like the Gold and Silver games did that the best as far as when you could find certain Pokemon. Because
That's
it's
true.
like, all right, if I want to get a Hoot, like I'm gonna have to, go back to the, to the grass at like nine
Yeah.
at night
Yeah,
or
for
something
sure.
like that.
I
That kind
like
of
that.
stuff was
Yeah.
was really cool, and I feel like they have it once in a while in the new games, but not nearly to the amount that they had it back when they first introduced the time-based events.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but I agree. I like the more ways of collecting Pokemon than just running around in the
For sure.
grass.
That's a very good point.
Yeah, and I guess actually I could support the bringing back gambling in that way because you could get Porygon and Dratini
Yeah.
from doing that.
As
That's fun.
prizes.
Yeah, the prizes are cool.
But then I picture like a poor little bin of Porygon, just somebody win me.
Oh. Poor things.
Next, we're gonna talk about what did we say? Oh, things that we want them to take out that are in the games right now.
Current features.
Yeah, current features that you want to see nixed from the game, if there are any.
I do have one.
Me too.
What's
You
yours?
guys can start while I think of mine.
Go ahead.
Okay. Courtney, you're gonna hate me.
Oh no, is it the contests?
It is.
And here's the thing.
Oh god.
Here's the thing. Not for your
There's
enjoyment.
feud everywhere tonight.
The air is thick here.
Dishonor.
I think. See, here's my thing. All right, it didn't bother me until Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, because back in the day, all that happened was it was like, hey, here's a contest hall. You can go there if you feel like it. Cool. All right, if I feel like it,
kind of.
I'll go there.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I hardly ever go because they made it an option.
Mm-hmm.
Which is I tried it once or twice, but I bet you if they kind of force you for a little bit,
Yeah.
I might get into it.
And see, that just drove me away in Omega Ruby Alpha
Okay.
Sapphire, because you get to, what is it, Lily Cove or whatever city that is, and you walk up, and all of a sudden everyone's like, oh, Lissa, or Lycia, or whatever her name is, and I have to sit and listen to how great she is for like 20 minutes.
I do see, yeah.
Before
for
I can
sure.
move on with my journey. And she's like, oh, come in with me. Oh, yeah, come. Let me teach you all about contests. Oh,
But
here,
you get a
let me give
cosplay
you- Let me give
Pikachu.
you a
That is
costume.
pretty cool.
Oh, here, let me do this. And I'm like, I just want to... I'm a trainer. I'm not a contest coordinator. Like, just let me go.
Okay, okay. It's a given. Contests were not made for players like you.
Right. Yeah.
We've talked about this before. When we play, I talk to literally every person in the building before I move on. You don't. You beat the gym, you go. And so contests are made for players like me that are taking our time, that want to do other things besides like grind,
For
beat
sure.
gym, stuff like that. So I can see your point of view. You're wrong, but I can see it.
I actually side with Courtney. I am the exact same way. Ever since Blue, I talk to every single person. And it just creates the experience for me. So, like, contests, usually, that's directed towards, fashion-sensed people. But I still like it. Like, I'll still go in and take the time off from always training or whatever and battling gyms. Badge. Like, oh, I gotta use this level 2 Clefable that I wouldn't use any otherwise. Or you can't get a level 2 Clefable unless you're, back in the day with missing no. But that's beside the point. It's just fun.
I think it just expands, it opens the world more because I have a Ninetales, okay? Just so everybody knows, my Ninetales is a friggin' star in the contest. But anyways, you have moves you can use for battle, and then in their summary, when you tab over, it shows what those moves will do for you in a contest. So it's like rounding out the world for me. Yes, I'm a trainer, but also my Pokemon can be used outside of battling for other things. I don't know. It makes it seem more full.
I do like that because it's technically you kind of if you're trying to raise a Pokemon star for the contest, you raise them differently. Because you could have really good battling moves, but if you look at, like she said, you go over it, there'll be a cool one, a beautiful one, or a smart one, or however they categorize it.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty bad Pokemon for the contest. I like that to where you can raise them either way.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, for me, I think I'm just so one-track mind. I'm like,
I see.
I'm a trainer. I'm here to take out gyms.
Yep.
I'm here to get to the Elite Four. Like, I don't care that this girl is really good at
Well, the
contests.
joke's on you
like,
because she is the Elite Four.
Yeah.
what? But
Spoilers.
well, see, and I guess I'm that way in real life too. I'm like, here's my thing. I don't care what the celebrity is doing. I don't care what this person's getting involved in. Like, here's what I'm doing. Just go in, let me do
For
my
sure.
thing and leave.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So
That's fair.
so anyways, yes, that was long and drawn out, but contests for me.
Dragonite.
I knew it. I was just
Dragonite
gonna.
is not a
I was.
feature.
I was just going to say, let's skip Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually could not think of one.
Really, anything at all.
I'm trying to think of something that like I experienced too much of.
Pokemon that don't evolve except by trading.
I would still keep that in.
You would.
Yeah. It's not really taking. This is kind of adding something, but it's still
Okay.
I'd take away that all the trainers are easy. Like I would like a level. This is
gotcha.
more adding something than taking something away. But I feel there needs to be somebody at your level, and there never is.
Like if you could pick a difficulty mode, maybe.
Right? Yeah. No, that'd be awesome. That's an
What were you
addition,
gonna say?
but
Well, I think we probably have the same. I don't know. What
I
I was
think
gonna
so.
say is they kind of have it. Is it? I want to say Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire.
Which one?
The what's that place after you beat
The
the Elite Four?
battle.
Oh, the Battle
Mason?
Mason.
Mm-hmm. There, there's you can go and the trainers aren't super difficult, but I have had a tough time battling them just because it's like
Yeah.
not even close to what the NPCs are. These guys are actually pretty strong. and-
Yeah, well, they're like competitively built teams, and like the Pokemon are definitely EV trained.
Yep.
And,
Yeah, Chris and I used to play that all the time together. We would do the team
Oh,
battles.
okay, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
and
It
some-
gets really hard.
and they pick good Pokemon too, because like there's an example of a time when I think I have a picture of it on my Twitter, but I just entitled it "Go Home, Mason, You're Drunk," because they sent out the exact same two Pokemon I did.
interesting.
Yeah, and so I was like, what?
Right.
I had like a Nidoking and like a B Sharp or something like that, and they sent out a Nidoking and a B Sharp, and they're like good Pokemon for competitive battling, and I was like, why do you have these exact same two Pokemon that I do?
I remember this place now that you mention it. And
Yeah.
then that place is super hard. But like I'm talking like
For the full
elite
game.
game.
You are right. I can
need
see
to
what you're
be
saying though, because
crazy.
in general, the storyline itself is really easy. Or maybe because we've been playing for years, you already know the drill.
Yeah.
Level up your Pokemon evenly, wipe everybody out, have a diverse team.
Yeah. Now, in Black and White 2, it was the only game to have this, but after you beat it, they do have an option to start it over to be a little more difficult.
Oh, okay.
But they only did it once.
Black and White 2.
I think
And
Black
see
and
that
White 2.
those are the only ones I didn't play.
Yeah.
So I have no idea.
So, but it wasn't very well used. I forget. I never played through it myself, but there was something that didn't make it super great anyway. So, but yeah, I agree. Like a difficulty setting would be awesome, and of course, rewarded for it. Like you earn 10% more experience if you play hard mode or whatever.
Okay, that
Something like
would be
that.
pretty cool.
Or maybe
Yeah.
like your Pokemon gain double the EVs that they normally would. Something like that. That'd be cool.
What would you guys take out?
Mine's more of like, it's not adding something. Mine's like an exchange, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, nobody freak out. I would take out the Poke Radar because.
I'm freaking out. Stop. Stop now. My shinies.
Well, I know
But
everybody.
my shinies.
No, okay, so in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, they have that thing where it's like the Poke Radar, right? But it's different.
It is Poke Radar, just works a different way.
Yeah. See, that's what I mean. I don't like how it is in um, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah.
And a bunch of people have been releasing videos like, this is how you catch a shiny with this. I am not convinced that it helps you catch a shiny. I think it works so
Yeah.
much better in X and Y. Like, it's insane how much better it is in X and Y.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous to try and catch a shiny with it because I've watched like Jay Flynn stream it and like Renee streams it, and it's crazy the amount of encounters you have to even come
Right.
close to getting a
Well,
shiny.
yeah, and this is kind of like the previous topic, bringing back something old. But the old Poke Radar, you have to get up to 40, and after that, you just reset. Oh, there's my shiny. With this one, they're like, caught it after only 749 encounters, and I'm like, this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
Like,
everyone's
this is-
like, this is the way to do it.
I'm like,
no.
I think you may as well just run through the grass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like,
So just bring back
Just run through the grass.
X and Y methods.
Yeah.
And get rid of it.
yeah, I'm
It's
with
not
you
good.
there.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so take out that Poke Radar stuff. What about you?
The one thing I would probably, well, it's not. They don't. I don't know if they have it anymore. The Poke Puffins.
Not any. Well, they have Poke Puffs now, which
But-
look different, but they essentially function the same way.
See,
No, they're different. Pofins and Pokeblocks would raise like your beauty or
those for
intelligence.
Oh yeah,
contest,
Just for
Poke Puffs
contest.
are in Pokemon and Me.
Right, Pokepuffs are just for happiness.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. So I mean, they don't have it. I don't think they have it anymore, right?
they do for contests. You can still make them.
The Puffins and stuff.
It's not called a Pofin,
What are they called?
but the Pokeblocks. You can still use those to make.
Huh.
Oh, I
I
didn't know that.
See, and
Yeah.
probably because it's I would take it out or just leave it to where I don't have to use them. You know, because I remember what game was it when they introduced it where everybody sits around the table and
That
They kinda
was
introduce it.
Ruby Sapphire.
they
You could
introduce it
link
to you
cable.
and you have to kind of
You have to. Yeah, you
they
have
make it to where, hey,
make
just try this out real quick. Make your own little. And I didn't like that. But other than that, I mean, I'm okay if they leave it in there, but that's the only thing I can actually think of to take out.
Oh yeah, yes. Sorry, I just remembered. You use the berries that you catch to make Pokeblocks, which you feed to your Pokemon.
Gotcha.
To raise beauty, cuteness, whatever.
So you and I are kind of thinking the same thing in the sense of take out forced tutorials.
Yes, that is well said.
That's
I can
That's
agree,
what
like in
it
the
is.
beginning when they have to show you how to catch a Pokemon
I was
every
just
time.
going to
Oh,
say
yeah.
that. That's mine. Forget what I said about hardness.
Yeah.
That's mine. That annoys me every game.
every single game.
Yeah.
Yeah, even Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Oh, go teach Wally how to catch a
Right.
Pokemon. Yeah, right.
And
This
this
is your way of teaching me how to catch a
And this
Pokemon.
is kind of going. This is kind of going into like the next part of the what you would like to add, but since I play I'm a very diverse video gamer. I play the sports games, and with sports games now what they got is the system the CD itself or the game itself will read into like your history, and see that you've played because I play FIFA, which is a soccer game, and they'll read my history and be like, oh, your settings are at this, or you played this much, so we're gonna set you at this level, this difficulty.
Ooh.
So I can see that like they should start something like that to where you plug in the game.
That's a
like
really
the new,
good idea.
Pokemon Z, and it'll read that you've on your DS you have the all the games and you know how to catch Pokemon. So they'll just kind of skip that or kind of mold it to your like it goes back to the difficulty where you can choose it, like have the game kind of read where you're at level wise,
Yeah.
difficulty wise, and just kind of go from there.
I like that.
I mean, it lets you choose like, hey, we show that you've played these games. Would you like to
Yeah.
start at this level? And if you something like
That's
that.
really smart.
I like it. Yeah.
Those are all really good. I agree with the tutorial one, especially.
Yeah.
yeah, me too. That's a good general.
I
Yeah.
honestly cannot remember what the third one was. Would you
What
remember?
feature would we like to see added?
Oh yeah, a new one. Okay. Sorry, I was like,
No,
what
you're
the
worried. I just
heck?
thought of riding your bikes indoors. Let's add that feature.
Yes.
I'm kidding.
awesome.
I'm kidding.
We all know what happens. Oak hunts you down.
Yeah.
Oh, that's menacing. I'm not sure. I haven't thought about it. Should I re-intro that? Sorry, we can edit that out when I forgot.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
It's authentic.
It's authentic. Do you guys enjoy that? Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.
I heard them. Yay.
Yeah, I heard. I literally heard them.
Well, I'll start.
Yeah, go ahead.
Please.
I mentioned earlier off the podcast that I'd like dialogue, like actual speech.
Oh, yes.
You know, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, subtitles be fine, but have maybe not your own character, but the other characters speak and dialogue and voice acting. As you
Yeah.
called it. I think that'd be pretty cool. Something else I wanted. Oh, since the graphics are getting a lot better,
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see. I mean, I know they added a little some Pokemon, like when you're surfing with Sharpedo, you actually see the Sharpedo.
Yes.
You know, I'd like to see like with flying, if you choose your Dragonite to fly,
Right.
actually hop on your Dragonite and fly somewhere. But something like that,
Yeah.
to where I guess just better. I mean, graphics are great. I'm not complaining, but just
Right. Well, the thing is that they have the resources for that because they have all of the 3D
Yeah.
mystery dungeon sprites already. So they can do
It's
that.
a very good point.
It's
That's very
yeah,
true.
they have all the 3D sprites. It's just a matter of scaling them to fit the game that you're in, and that's it. It
Yeah.
doesn't, it's not that difficult.
I'd like to see that see that be introduced or whatever.
Yeah, I would like that. I really like that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Do you have something?
Yes.
Go for it.
I'm trying to think because X and Y, I was telling the guys and Courtney, but the guys,
The guys
Everyone.
and lady dudes.
Everyone. And lady dudes.
Just continue.
Okay, so basically X and Y did what I always wanted, which is to customize what your character wore, And however, I think they can do it better still. For instance, what was that game, the Japanese game that's kind of competing with Pokemon?
Yokai Watch.
Yeah, so I watched about 10 minutes of gameplay of that. And at the very beginning, when you're about to leave your house, there's 3 pairs of shoes you can jump into.
Whoa.
And I'm like, why does Pokemon not have this? Like, you can choose right off, like something to wear. Now, as far as something to add, I would say the current generation, especially the younger people, have you guys seen those hoverboards? They don't literally hover. They're just called. They're basically segways, but without the handle.
Yeah, I've seen
Right.
those. Yeah, everybody has them now.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody's like riding around on those. I'd like to see skateboards and those added instead or alongside
Oh, that's
bikes.
cool.
Bikes
Well,
and the
there-
roller skates.
Yeah, I was gonna say X and Y had roller skates.
Right. Yeah, they had roller skates.
Which was pretty fun.
But could you see your character riding
Oh,
down
that'd
on
be
a
pretty
skateboard?
sweet. That'd be pretty
That'd
cool.
be cool.
That'd be amazing.
And you can identify with a lot more people that way too, because everyone here has ridden a bike, learned how to ride a bike, all that kind of stuff. But there are some of us that like would prefer to skateboard or longboard, or we still live in the '90s and we want to roller skate. That kind of really no laughs about that.
I legitimately roller skate. There's nothing funny about that.
But yeah, that would be cool because drawing like skater kids or roller skating people and
sure.
kind of stuff. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
At first, I couldn't think of anything, but now, after listening to you guys, I think it would be really cool if this goes into kind of more like decision-based games, I guess. But I would really like it if you could choose who your friends were. Like in X and Y, they assigned you Shauna, and they assigned you freaking whatever his name,
Tierno.
Tierno,
And
and the Pokedex kid,
Sean. No, wait.
Oh,
Trevor.
Trevor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be cool if, like, they're like, oh, you should meet these 4 people, but then you decide who you talk to the most and who, like, becomes your friend.
Almost
like
like a RPG
Right.
style. And I mean, Pokemon is an RPG, but in the sense of like
But you mold it more.
Right.
They don't just tell you.
Yeah, like you decide who your
Sure.
companions are. Yeah.
And the
That'd
person
be
you
cool.
follow least or talk to least becomes your
Yeah.
rival type thing.
Yeah, the
Ooh.
same
You
way
know what I
it would
mean?
work for
That'd be
that too.
cool.
Like
That would be
you meet
cool.
4 people that all kind of suck, but you
Mhm.
decide which one you hate the
Yeah,
most.
for sure. That'd be cool.
I
That'd
think
be
that'd
cool.
be fun.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Another little thing that I'd like to see. I'm not sure. There's like the short anime, not anime, but the Pokemon where they're showing like the mega evolutions.
Yeah,
you
the
know?
Mega Evolution
You know what I'm
specials.
Yeah, those. You know how that like his Charizard carries a Mega Stone around his neck.
Yeah.
Maybe not just Mega Stones, but like little piece of clothing that you
Yeah.
actually see in battle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, and
That'd
if
be
like
sweet.
they faint, their their whatever little accessory they have kind of goes away, so you have to get them a new one. Still, just little things like that. You know, keep it
That'd
fresh.
be cool.
Mhm. I like that.
Well, yeah, like they have like hold items and stuff anyway. So it'd be
So
kind
you
of
could
cool.
see it?
Yeah.
That would be
So
really
like
sweet.
like imagine like let's say for instance you had a Bulbasaur holding like an Oranberry at the beginning of a game, and so in battle he has it wrapped up in a vine,
That'd be so
and then
cool.
like when his health gets down he throws it in his mouth, and then
That'd
See
be
that
sweet.
that would be honestly
Yeah.
like top notch.
Yeah.
It would just get kind of. I think my only reservation about it is like with your Umbreon, he always has leftovers. It'd be kind of silly if you're battling an Umbreon and he's like, okay, go ahead, like after everything he does.
yeah, they may have to rework some items.
Some of it. But
Like
go
yeah.
ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it may have to be like healing collar or something like
Yeah.
that.
Hmm.
You know, and
That'd be
so instead
cooler,
it would
yeah.
like glow green for a second, and he would like stretch out or something like that.
That's cool.
Yeah, they'd have to
Yeah.
rework because like you couldn't have soft sand.
Right.
Yeah.
For
Like,
sure.
Just holding sand. What's up?
yeah,
Or what's the balloon?
yeah,
They're hanging on by a
airport.
balloon while they're battling.
Yeah.
That'd be really
Or
funny.
like a Hitmonchan with like a muscle band.
Oh yeah.
And just wrapped
That'd
around.
look cool.
I'd like to see Mr. Mime with a balloon. He'd be cool.
It's floating.
This is a side note. Seriously, I can't stand our neighbor. Honestly, he's out here. It's almost 9 o'clock at night and he's hammering on his shed outside in the backyard. What is wrong with
He's
him?
a shed ninja.
Din din.
Oh yeah.
Podcasting problems.
Yeah. So if you hear a couple, knock knocks here and there, that's our neighbor. Was that all you had to say?
Yeah.
For yours, I think I know what mine is. I want to see the ability added after beating the Elite Four. I want the post game to be about creating and maintaining your own gym.
Whoa.
Mind blown.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I want you pick a specialty type, and and so essentially it's like a side quest, and it's like, okay, well, let's go
Well, yeah,
out.
because you're the champion now.
Right. And so, you can either you pick a gym to take over, or maybe there's like one set gym that the leader retires after you become the champion and
Right.
he asks you to take over or something like that.
Kind of like what's the gym where your father was the
Oh yeah, in Norman's gym.
yeah
In
something like that where he
Petalburg.
passes it down to you.
Yeah. And so like you pick a specialty type, you pick what it's going to be. Like, is it going to be like Blaine's gym where you answer trivia questions, or is it going to be like Koga's gym where there's invisible walls and puzzles? Like you pick what it's going to be. You set everything up, and the side story can be about like doing different quests to get money to fund your gym, or you decide you want to be an electric type. Okay, well, go and find this this other gym leader from a previous game. Like let's say for me, like let's say I picked because I don't think there's been a dark type gym leader yet. So let's say there's an electric. I want to start an electric gym. So my quest is to go and find Lieutenant Surge, where he's currently training, to have him, essentially help me better understand the ways of electric type Pokemon. And so I have this whole side quest about finding Lieutenant Surge. And then, so at the end of it, I get some kind of special reward or a special Pokemon, something like that. Like maybe he gives me a Zapdos, something like that. And then, so essentially you build up, maintain your gym against NPCs, and then you can upload it online, and people can come and challenge your gym and face an AI version of you. Or if you want to get real technical, you can have gym hours where people can actually challenge you yourself that you set up and wait for challengers.
That's cool.
That would be cool.
Design your own badge,
For sure.
that kind of
That'd
stuff.
be really cool.
Sounds like Happy Home Designer.
Would it be like Happy Home Designer or like the secret bases already in place where you can just buy certain things and set up your gym that way? Or like would you like just select there's invisible walls and then they would be there already set up?
You're on the right track with the secret base. Like, you would set where things are, and the thing about secret bases is like people could set them up so it was impossible to get to your flag or to you and stuff like that. Like, there would have to be limitations.
Yeah.
But I think what would make it stand out is it would be totally customizable. So rather than just having like one flat piece of dirt to set up like a couple stuffed animals and statues in, like, okay, do I want mechanical floors? Do I want elevators? Do I want, button switches to turn things on and off? That kind of stuff. And then you have to pick a specialty type,
I see.
essentially.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no,
That's
I like the
cool.
idea of other people challenging.
Yeah.
And even like you said, I mean, even if it's locally, have someone just challenge your gym.
Yeah.
That'd be super fun.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that would be cool, even if it was local. And so, they challenge you, and then they, you could have like a badge case,
Yeah.
and all of the real life people's
Yep.
gyms that you've beat, you have their badges in like a book.
Yeah, so there's not just 8, there's thousands of however many gyms there are.
Yeah. That's what I want to see happen.
It seems like that could almost be an entirely different game
That too.
by itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Gym leader.
Like maybe it could be DLC or something.
Yeah.
I say we apply a Pokemon
That's
International.
true.
There we go. TPCI, here we
Yeah.
come.
Oh man. What if your challengers had to read a virtual version of each manga before they battled you?
You talk to the little guy, he's like, yo, champ in the making, in order to face this gym leader, you have to get on his level.
Read
Read the
this.
manga.
And after you're done with this, read this.
Yeah.
Every player just, nope, I'll find a different gym.
And then like in blue, well, in all of them, as you're heading toward Victory Road, there's like the people who stop you, check your gym badges, but they'll check to see if you've read each one,
Right.
each volume of the manga.
That's so funny.
Oh, man. That's awesome.
We were saying before we recorded, like, a Drizzy's gym would be a Dragonite. The gym leader is Dragonite. Everything looks like
Everything is
Dragonite.
Everything.
It's shaped like a Dragonite.
To
Yeah.
challenge the gym, you have to be dressed up as Dragonite.
And you have to
God.
have one Dragonite,
One
on your
Dragonite
team.
in your
There's a
team all
gym I
time.
would never be able to get the gym badge of, unless if I mugged you on your helm.
Exactly.
Oh, gosh.
If
I'd
we're
have
going
Dragonite
dark
with me.
here.
Which brings me to my second idea. I do have 2 ideas.
Oh, well. Thank you guys for listening.
Oh,
And on that note,
peace. No. I was just going to say, I don't know if they would ever do it,
Uh-huh.
but the ability to play as a member of the antagonistic team.
I've thought
I
that
actually
before.
thought of that. I almost said that.
like, choose your path. Like, if you want to be a good guy or a
Yeah.
Like
bad guy.
Fable.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Or like the Star Wars games, so you can Jedi or Sith.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do I want to be a member of Team Aqua, Team Magma,
Team
I
Flare.
see.
Team Flare?
I
so I
Team
Team
can,
Rocket
Flare.
for the win.
so I can be
Yeah.
stylish.
Oh yeah, always Team Rocket.
Team Rocket.
Ooh, if you guys had to join an evil team, so you guys would do Team Rocket.
Obviously.
Then
Team Flare.
They're the best
You would
team.
do Flare.
No,
I would
Team
do
Rocket.
Flare.
I would do Magma.
I'd meet up with Jesse and James and actually have them do something productive and
Yeah.
actually steal Pokemon.
That'd be fun because you could pick out. Half the time they're
They eat
eating.
all the time.
Seriously.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Eat all the time.
I'd be with Butch and Cassidy. Or serving Giovanni.
Yes.
Too much respect to Maxie for me, right here.
I would just pick Team Flare because Lysander seems like he's very nice and like he's not doing anything wrong. So I feel like when I was explaining it to people, they wouldn't be like, "Oh, you're the bad guy." They would just be like, "That's a very philosophical idea."
Well, yeah, I just want to expand the landmass for the benefit of humans. The Earth's already covered in 90% water. What's wrong with taking 10, 20% of that and turning it into land
Yeah.
for more habitable human
Yeah,
resource?
here's 10% off your next haircut.
For
I'll
sure.
see you later.
Would you guys consider N a bad guy?
Yes
I
and
think
no.
we've talked
Right?
about that
Isn't
before.
I think you guys
He's a
have.
gray character.
And see, I forget Team Rocket. I'd team up with him.
with
Team
N.
N.
Yeah, just because.
A Drizzy and N.
Yes.
Nice.
That'd be awesome.
Well, that I love talking about just ideas. So fun.
I know, it's awesome.
We want to hear your ideas too, guys. So hit us up on Twitter at SupportersCast, like Aaron was saying. And also, you can email us. I always get this wrong. At the Supporters Podcast at AOL.com.
AOL.
I did it
Good
right.
job.
Woohoo.
.com.
You got mail.
Mail.
Dude, speaking of You Got Mail, I answered the phone at work the other day, and I heard this voice in the background. It was like, "Welcome." I was like, "Wait, is this happening?" That was like, "You've got mail," and I was like, "Someone's still using that version of AOL." Like, I mean,
They're probably listening to the Spice Girls.
what?
too.
Yeah, it's just, it's crazy.
Oh man.
So at this point, do we move on to our game?
Yeah, we're going to play our Pokedex entry game. So,
Ooh.
Chris is going to randomize his Pokedex.
Mm-hmm.
Randomize.
We're going to have to guess which Pokemon he is reading the entry for.
That's right. First to how many?
3?
First to 3?
I guess so.
Are we going to time it?
Should we
like,
just give up
buzz in?
and give it to Courtney?
No, I'm not that good at this game.
First to 3.
All right.
Dragonite.
Do it.
All right.
No? Did I win?
I was actually going to do that for every single one. So I know it's
Dragonite,
coming
Dragonite.
out.
Okay. This was selected at random.
Okay.
It flies in the ozone layer way up high in the sky. Until recently, no one had ever seen it.
Whoa. Rayquaza.
Ding, 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 ding.
That was
That's
my
correct.
As soon as you said ozone, because
That's
isn't it the ozone
Rayquaza.
Pokemon or the what is it? What is
He's the sky-high
Okay.
Pokemon.
I just remembered in the
Sky
game
High.
where you're riding him in space.
it? Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say it, but I didn't want to sound dumb and be wrong.
Or
Sound
Rayquaza,
dumb
or
to be
however
wrong.
people say it. I don't know.
Yeah, see, I used to say Rayquaza, and then I heard a lot of people say Rayquaza, so I just switched it.
I see. I never say Rayquaza. I've always said Rayquaza.
See?
I said Rayquaza until I watched the Deoxys movie where they say
I
Rayquaza.
see.
But you can't trust the movies.
You can't trust the
No.
anime.
Because I heard
true.
they switched it up, like with Arceus and Arceus. They called
Yeah.
them both
Mm-hmm.
both versions.
Yeah.
So
And they've also said Kyogre.
Kyogre,
In
really?
the,
And
in the
Groudon.
Poke Rap, Ruby Sapphire Poke Rap, they said Kyogre and Groudon.
Kyogre.
And
see,
everybody just record scratch. What?
Kyogre.
I used to call them Kyogre
Mhm.
and Groudon. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you guys ready for the next Pokemon?
Yep.
Yes.
In times long past, governors of castles would invite this Pokemon to create flower gardens to embellish the castle domains.
I'm sorry. I was distracted by the Friends theme song. Can you read it again?
In times long past, governors of castles would invite this Pokemon to create flower gardens to embellish the castle domains.
Lilligant?
I'm going to
Incorrect.
say Sunflora.
Incorrect.
The baby.
Incorrect.
I was going to say Floette.
It is Florges.
Oh, come on.
Gorgeous floor just
You
added
guys are so
again.
close.
So beautiful.
close.
So beautiful.
Okay. All right. This Pokemon is said to have flown in ancient skies while shrieking high-pitched cries.
Oh man.
This Pokemon is said to have flown in ancient...
Aerodactyl.
That's correct.
Yes!
Oh,
Wow.
good.
Good job.
I was gonna say Zatu.
Zatu.
I got what?
Got it.
It's the first time ever.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. These all have to do with flying. It flies at speeds equal to a jet fighter plane.
Dragonite.
Latios.
It never
Dang
allows
it.
its prey to escape.
Charizard.
All incorrect.
Oh my gosh.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Garchomp.
Oh.
What?
I read
Wow.
Dragonites today, and because I was almost getting ready for this. And it was like a sonic boom or a jet, so that's what I first went to.
Okay. It can make most any Pokemon run away simply by opening its mouth wide to reveal its big fangs. And I'll also start reading their descriptions
Okay.
to give you a little hint. It's the fairy Pokemon,
Fairy Pokemon. with
and it weighs
fangs?
107 pounds, 4 foot 7 inches.
What?
Huh.
Their listeners going, "Are you stupid?"
It's the fairy Pokemon. It can make most any Pokemon run away simply by opening its mouth wide to reveal its big fangs.
It's big fangs. That's the part that's really...
I can't-
107 pounds.
I mean, I'm just gonna say Mawile.
No, but that's a good
Whoa,
guess.
that's a
good-
really good
It's a
guess.
really good guess.
That's what it should be.
Oh, man.
I have no idea. I can't stop thinking about Sylveon.
All right. Do you want me to just say?
Yeah.
It's Grand Bull.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
interesting.
I always forget that he exists.
Yeah.
Fairy type 2 now.
I forgot he's a fairy type.
Yep.
That's because he quit his job as Pokemon, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He's selling fruit now, I've
Mhm.
heard.
Yeah.
That's right.
He works in the farmer's market now.
Yep.
All right. This is randomized. Keep in mind. These Pokemon are called the signpost for wandering spirits. Children holding them sometimes vanish.
Unknown?
Incorrect. These Pokemon are called signposts for wandering spirits. Children holding them sometimes vanish.
Litwick.
Drifloon?
What'd you say?
Litwick.
Incorrect. I'm very surprised if you guys haven't gotten this.
Oh, sorry, Professor.
Um.
Well, there's a few you could choose from. It's just...
Yeah.
Oh, what about Bennett?
We
Cry.
have sound.
Drifloon.
Yeah.
I said Drifloon.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I just said it.
Oh, sorry. You said unknown first.
Yeah, and then I said
Oh,
Drifloon.
gotcha.
Do we get 2 shots?
I don't know. We haven't decided.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
No, you can get it.
What's
But
the
just next time I can guess it twice.
what's the score at?
0.
1,
If that counted, I
One.
have 2. But if not, I
Two.
have 1.
2,
Okay. After this, you guys can each have 2 guesses
Okay.
to make it
I
fair.
have 1 then.
No, you
All
have
right.
2. And I have 1. And he has 0. But now we can guess 2.
Oh.
Yes.
The master of courtesy and swordsmanship, it fights using extended swords on its elbows.
Be sharp.
Be sharp.
Incorrect.
Dang it. It's...
Sword and its elbows.
Really?
Gallade?
That's correct.
Oh, duh.
Oh, man.
I was like... I
Seto
was thinking...
Kaiba?
Why'd you have to
yeah.
talk about Be Sharp?
But-
Yu-Gi-Oh? Have you seen the reference?
Oh.
Of course it's...
I was gonna say B sharp also, believe it or not, but then when he said incorrect,
Yep.
We took a bullet
Maybe
for
not.
you. You're welcome.
Okay, so now it's 2-1-1.
one.
Sweet.
All right. The tip of its tail is filled with oil that is lighter than water, so it acts as a float. This is the
Is this a trick?
this is the Aqua Mouse Pokemon.
Floatzel.
Incorrect.
Oh my gosh.
Meryl.
That's correct.
Meryl.
Meryl. Meryl.
Meryl.
2-2-1.
2-2-1.
All right.
Now it comes down to it.
This feels like a trick.
This is a trick, isn't it?
He's selecting.
Inflating its poison sacs, it fills the area with an odd sound and hits flinching opponents with a poison jab. It's the Toxic Mouth Pokemon.
Toxic mouth.
Ugh.
Eee.
I don't like the word
I don't know if
poison
it's
sacs.
Toxic Croak?
Incorrect.
That. Yeah, I don't know if you can guess better than because of the sacs.
What's the
Oh man, I'm just making noises right now to distract people. But
And you can have 2 guesses.
yeah.
can you read the description one more time?
Inflating its poison sacs, it fills the area with an odd sound and hits flinching opponents with a poison jab.
What about-
Heliolisk.
Ooh.
No.
Dang.
What Pokemon is
Vileplume?
it? You said the
Toxic Mouth Pokemon.
Vileplume?
Incorrect. And I'll give you guys another hint. It is poison fighting.
yeah. It's the. I don't want to say it because I'm gonna give it to you guys. But
Yeah. Poison fighting.
what's
I feel like I should know that.
Viewers, stop screaming at me. I'm trying to concentrate.
yeah? Please.
Come on,
I know we're
listeners.
slow.
In the anime, Brock has this Pokemon. It is from the Diamond and Pearl era.
That's enough hints.
Oh,
Cry?
my goodness.
Can you play the cry?
Sure.
Oh, he's gonna know by the cry.
Oh.
Oh man.
Do you guys give up?
No.
I cannot think of it.
I know I'm gonna be mad at myself.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Farting and poison.
Alright, I'm calling it in
Okay.
5,
Just guess.
2.
Okay.
The prior evolution to Toxic Croak.
It is Krogunk.
Crow.
Prior
I
evolution
knew-
to
I knew it.
Toxic Croak.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to say that. 'Cause would you have
Yeah.
known if I would have said the pre-evolution of it?
Yeah.
See, and I didn't know
Yeah.
its name.
That's good.
Dang it.
Of course it's Crow. Because when you said
course.
Toxic
Toxic
Croak, I was like, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no other one that could be.
Mhm. Alright. So we're at 2, 2, 1. Alright. Get ready.
Dragonite.
No. It always wears the skull of its dead mother, so
Oh.
no one
Cubone.
has.
Cubone.
Courtney got it. That is correct. And that is
Poor little orphan.
3 for you.
Yeah, the card from Breakthrough is so sad.
sad.
Yeah,
I
it,
cannot
like,
believe they
wants to
did that. I
ruin your
really was
life.
like, why? You know?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, yeah, remember how your mom's dead? Here's a mom and daughter.
Yeah.
They're so happy together.
Yep.
Look at what you don't have. Forever alone.
Well, Courtney, congratulations.
Thank
Yay.
you. I feel like I
could
never
zoom
win
in on that
games.
right now.
Like the clapping.
The
You see,
clapping.
That was so great.
He always does this like.
Yeah.
My little. It's awesome.
Okay. Thanks for joining us for another episode, you guys. We had so much fun. We can't wait to hear from you. What are your thoughts on things that need to be added, subtracted from the games? Any original ideas you have? Hit us up, let us know. Individually, you can contact me on Twitter. My handle is at KitschyCourtney, KITSCHYCORTNEY. Chris, you want to do yours?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Rothian. That's RAUTHIAN. You can also hit me up. I'm constantly lurking the Trainer TV comments. And you can also find me anywhere on Trainer Plays on YouTube.
Nice. And I'm Aaron. You can find me on Twitter at LANCESUCKS. Just kidding. Find me at PKMN Trainer TV.
Gosh. And our
hey guys,
special guest, Drizzy.
Yes.
Woo!
Thank
Thank
you
you
for
for
joining.
joining
thank
us.
you guys for having me. Seriously, it was great.
It's
Awesome.
I'll be surprised if he comes back. Aaron.
Just kidding.
After this, I'm terminating my my friendship with you all.
This was the worst experience of my life. Goodbye.
Lance
No.
forever.
I'd like
Peace
my
out.
2 hours back of my life, please.
Do you,
This is why we need to choose our friends in the Pokemon game.
Exactly.
Yeah. Do you have anywhere you want people
Yeah, I
to
mean,
find
you
you
guys
at?
wanna, I'm on Twitter at OVO Adrizzy. That's ADRIZZY. You guys can find me on there and let's talk, communicate, conversate.
Awesome.
Perfect.
And you'll also be seeing a little more of a Drizzy
Yes,
over on
yes,
Trainer
hopefully
TV.
a lot more.
Yeah,
yeah.
he's
Yeah.
already done some vlogging, so
Yep.
yay.
Get ready for that.
Yeah, get ready.
If you guys made it this far, that means that you rock and you listened to the whole episode. So if you're talking about this on Twitter or anywhere else in social media, use the hashtag. What should it be? I wasn't thinking.
Well, I could give you one, but I've used this joke.
I was gonna say Lance sucks, but that seems rude. Use the hashtag Dragonite forever.
Yes.
Oh no.
That's the hashtag.
That's a hashtag I will not use.
Yeah. And then we'll know how many of you guys made it through the whole thing.
Awesome.
And as always, please rate us on iTunes and subscribe. It helps us get noticed. It helps us get up there so people are hearing more about us. And just tell your friends about us. If you know anyone who likes to listen to Pokemon, listen to people talk about it, that would be awesome.
And believe me, you guys, when I tell you, if you write to these guys, they will listen and they will respond and you will get noticed.
And then you'll be at our house, and
Yes.
then you'll want to
Yeah. Then you'll come hang out and eat chili with us.
Yes, Aaron will fly you out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron actually volunteered to pay for anyone that wants to
Everything.
come.
Aaron will
Just let us
come
know.
No, they were
everywhere.
seriously not joking. I have an army of enslaved Dragonite I will send to your house.
Oh my goodness.
Fly you up here.
Oh, goodness.
Ah.
Well, before things get any more heated, unfortunately, you can only play one supporter per turn. So thank you guys for joining us, and until next turn, we're the supporters.
This icy weather.